Hi, it's Shawna Schuh with Total Pet Expo, and we're coming to you live, and we're right in front of the video media area, and I am with Alisha Navarro with Hounds Design, and she's here at a Total Pet Expo, and she's got such great stuff that people have been actually stopping people in the aisles to say, where did you get that leash? So let's hear from Alisha about your products, some of the stuff that you've got, and what is Hounds Design?
Well, Hounds Design started in 2003, and we are manufacturers. We're located in North Carolina, right outside of Charlotte, North Carolina, and everything that we do is made in the USA. We focus on the large breed dogs. We always tell everybody that we don't do anything for dogs under 14 pounds because the little guys have plenty, so we think that the big guys need to look great as well. So we specialize in martingale collars, which is a type of collar that actually it has two connections on it, so or two loops on it. So one of the loops will tighten gently around the dog's neck, but it's not enough to actually hurt the dog. It's used a lot by trainers. And then we also have your standard buckle style collar. We design a lot of our ribbons ourselves so that they are exclusive to us, and they're custom designed by us, so we get to choose the colors and the patterns and everything so that we can stay up to date on style and what's going on in the fashion industry.
Now I'm going to ask you real quick. Yes. Let's go back here because you've got some great stuff. And when you're talking about the martingale, explain how a retailer, I mean, does it sell itself? I mean, who are they looking for? What do they do for their end customers to say, this is what you need for a big dog, especially when they come in and they go, it's pulling, I need a choke chain, or, I mean, they're coming to the retailer with a challenge. How does this answer that challenge?
The collar is actually, most of the time people buy this based on fashion, and then honestly, that's the truth. It's based on fashion, but then they get the added benefit of a collar that actually will help some with pulling. The retailer will typically offer the martingale collar for the really big dogs because all of the hardware in here is metal, so it's all very, very strong. This collar can actually be used to tow cars. We have had it tested. It can actually be used to tow cars. It's a very strong collar. With the buckle style collar, we use, it's a Wiener Lock buckle is the brand of buckle that we use, which is acetal. It's not actually plastic. The nice thing about that is it's used on firefighters' uniforms. It's heat and cold resistant, so when it gets very, very cold, it won't shatter. When it gets very, very hot, it won't easily melt. So it's still very strong, but it's still weaker than metal. So that's the benefit of the martingale collar, is the metal is really strong, and it's not going to break on your big guy, your mastiff, your 200-pound dog. It's gonna work great.
Okay, so forgive me, but this is amazing. I mean, and I have horses, and and I have big dogs, and so I'm looking at this thing. So the retailer's really saying, if you want the toughest, so Hounds Design makes the toughest. It sounds like the toughest products for the big dogs.
We do our best.
I love it. Okay, show us what else. Show us what else.
Well, speaking of a martingale, we are also the exclusive manufacturer for the Freedom Harness, which features a martingale loop on the back of the harness. The nice thing about this is when this loop contracts around the dog's chest, you get an even compression all the way around the dog, so there's no pinch points, versus if you just have a standard harness and this contracts, you get a pinch point under here. So that's the really nice thing about having a martingale loop on the harness, is the even contraction all the way around the dog. There are no pain points. The other thing that we do is we have a Swiss velvet lining on the strap that goes behind the front legs that helps prevent rubbing and chafing sores behind the front legs. So that's really great for the dog. It makes the walk a lot more comfortable. And then the third thing, well, there's a lot of things about the harness that are awesome, but the third thing that's really great is that this loop right here. We are one of the only harnesses on the market that offer a front and back connection simultaneously. So the nice thing about that is this back connection is allowing you to walk your dog like a normal harness, keeping the dog's spine in alignment. Everything is straight. This front connection is what we call your power steering. So this power steering mechanism here will help you stop pulling with your dog.
This is so terrific. And this is one of the products that actually people stopped and said, where did you get it? Where did you get it? And somebody knew it was Hounds Design. So let's tell them, if they're on the floor right now watching this, what booth number?
4211.
And then if they want to find you, because number one, they're going to sell it. The retailers are going to want this for certain, especially all the big dog stuff. But where do they go online?
Houndsdesign.com. That's the number 2, not spelled out. HOUNDSDESIGN.com.
All right, you've been terrific. And oh my God, are these products fabulous? And because I have big dogs, I'm like, taking these home. All right, anyway, it's Shawna Schuh with Total Pet Expo with Alisha with Two Hound Design. And go visit her today.